Hey, good morning, Choice Residential. Hope your day's off to a great start. Today, I want to talk a little bit about private roads. So, if you ever show a home and the street sign has a yellow block at the end of it, it says private street or PRV or PRIV, something along those lines, that would indicate that it's a private road. But you may not see a sign that looks like that. But perhaps the road does not have a curb built into it. Or maybe the road is gravel. Or maybe it's in disrepair, has a bunch of potholes, is uneven, things like that. Those would all be clues to you that that might be a private road rather than a public road. And what that really means is that it's not being maintained by a municipality. So it's not a state maintained road and it's not being maintained by the city or town where the home resides. Uh, for Wake County specifically, they do not maintain any roads. So if it's outside of the city limits and it's not a state maintained road, then chances are it's a private road. Now, you can also check the plat map for the neighborhood, as that will likely indicate whether or not the street is private. Sometimes you might see that it's indicated that it is a private road on a plat map, but it's really not. It was just never, the street was not taken over by the city or state prior to when the plat map was recorded. And so that was never updated. In some cases where there's an HOA, call the HOA and they'll discuss it. Oftentimes, HOAs may be responsible for maintaining the road if it's not a city or state maintained road. But here's the bottom line, and here's the good news. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to know when to start asking questions. And so here's the deal with a private road and why it is so important to know if, in fact, it is a private road. Because if your borrower, your client, is getting a mortgage to purchase this home, and it is a private street or a private road, and there's no private road maintenance agreement, that could potentially be a problem for them getting their loan, because that may mean there is no formalized agreement on how that road is going to be taken care of if it enters into disrepair. So typically in those situations, the homeowners just all kind of come together and maybe they put their money in and fix the road as it needs. But what happens when the homeowners can't agree on that, or not enough of them agree? And then the road just continues to fall into disrepair. So you need to just be aware of that. If the road looks like it may be privately maintained, in other words, again, no curbs, maybe it's asphalt that is in disrepair, it's uneven, there's potholes. If it's a gravel road, that would be a clear indication that it's probably a private street that's not up to the standards to be maintained by the city or the state. Then you need to start asking questions and you need to talk to the lender to make sure that it's not going to impede your buyer from getting the loan. And you need to do that before you go under contract. And yes, I am aware that you may be looking at this stuff on the weekends and it may be hard to find that information, but know that you've got to start asking questions, ask the listing agent about the private road maintenance agreement, start Googling it, see what you can find on iMaps, and of course, call me and I'll help you sort through the situation. So hopefully this helps clue you into some red flags that you may want to look at as it pertains to private roads. And if you have any other questions about that or have been in situations that experience may help our other agents, please, by all means, put them in the comments below. We always love to learn from your experiences as well. Until next time, take care.